Text-to-speech enabled.
Yes, I can hear you. TTS and chat is working again. Oh, yeah, it is kind of Friday light. It's going good. Yeah, it was weird yesterday because I could get the chat app. I was getting your like alerts were coming through, but no actual chat was coming through. So I switched to the Twitch app, and the Twitch app is horrible. Horrible. You can't read. I just let it sleep overnight. It happens every once in a while with that app. I think it's some sort of weird authentication issue with Twitch maybe, because when I checked it this morning it was fine. Yes, it's happened before in the past, but usually once it happens while you're out, you can't really fix it. But like the Twitch app is just tiny on the screen. So it was like I was trying to read chat. It's super sketchy. So I have to sit there and stare at the screen for way too long.
Like always, just like January
Oh, yeah. So there's a new chat bot, and it started about January 15th. And so what it does is it announces the stream, but when the stream goes offline, like the stream ends, it deletes the notification. And I guess the idea is, if you're a member of a Discord server that has like a dozen streamers, if you check the, Who's Live Now channel. Yeah, no, you're not. It's supposed to make it easier that if you jump into the channel, the only posts are from people who are actually live. The moment they go offline, the post auto deletes. Take off, eh? Oh, e-bikes, man. There is no catching the e-bikes. It's like I get passed every day going up a super steep hill by a lady on a specialized e-bike. Actually, I think we're having Tim Hortons for dinner. The wife was picking up sandwiches on the way home. Yeah, I'd prefer donuts over sandwiches, but sometimes you just gotta have something semi-plain. It's still delicious. Someone posted a donut chicken sandwich. Is it KFC? Or someone? Someone has a chicken sandwich that has donuts for buns. I wanted to grab his rack so he could tow me. He probably wouldn't even notice. Fucking e-bikes. So I don't want to ride an e-bike because I think I'd like it too much, because you'd get everywhere way faster. And then I'd be super fat, because I'd be getting half the exercise. Well, that's it. Like if you. Well, me, I want maximum fitness value. But yeah, for a lot of people though, e-bike, you can just nicely pedal along and go super fast. You don't necessarily have to get sweaty getting to work. If you go grocery shopping and grab a whole bunch of if you grab a whole bunch of heavy groceries, it doesn't really affect you. I had a friend that he had one of those rad power wagons where it has like the big cargo in the back, and he had kid seats, and his family only had one car, but he would take his kids to daycare on the e-bike. It was awesome. They had these little seats, and it had running boards that the kids' feet can sit on, and it had like guards so they couldn't put their feet in the wheels. Yeah, well, that's the problem. I would love to stop at the grocery store and pick up some stuff with my bike bags, but there's no way I'm leaving my bike anywhere. Yeah, there's guaranteed if I leave my bike anywhere, it's gonna be gone. Which super sucks because I ride right past the grocery store, like on my way home. I actually ride past multiple grocery stores. Yeah, everyone sucks. Like, if it's not yours, don't touch it. Yeah, could definitely do that. Yeah, actually, it's funny. The aquatic center it's almost like a bike carport. The door rolls up, and you put your bike in, and the door shuts, and then you put a lock on it. And then it's out in front, everyone can see it, and you can definitely tell if someone is trying to mess with the actual lock. Or one of those underground bike vending machines where your bike slides onto this wheel, it drops down below ground, and it gives you a ticket. And then when you go pick the bike up, you put in your ticket number. Oh, that always makes me nervous. I always set an alarm when I nap. That's what I'm always worried it's going to happen. Or where you fall asleep and you wake up and it's totally dark. And you're like, what time is it? And it's like midnight. Yeah, I try to, maybe an hour. I usually set my alarm clock for an hour. If I sleep any more than an hour, I feel like I'm hungover, or I'm all groggy and just be like confused. Yeah, just go with it.
Said I'm also like a baby goat. I eat every 2 hours and sleep 9 hours a night.
I'm gonna turn around here because I have to drive my child to track practice tonight. The last time I cut it way too close. run to practice again. I was gonna actually get her to ride her bike, because it would be about 6 kilometers from our house, 6K bike ride. But depending on what they do, they go pretty hard at track practice.
Thing to say, but I love it when I see really overweight people working out.
Yeah,
Despite everything, just going for it and trying to improve their life.
I feel you on that one. I have no problems. Dudes getting out there, getting some exercise. He's not skinny fat, like people who are skinny but are super out of shape. I like to look out of shape, but be in shape. That's my, it's like stealth in shape. So when you show up on group bike rides, people are like, oh, look at that guy. He's kind of fat. And then you like can keep up, no problem. Yeah. I tried running a few weeks ago again. I thought that's what I was gonna do when my kid was at track practice. I was gonna go for a jog, and I just about died. Running is very, very hard. What's awesome is next week is Go by Bike Week. Oh, the worst part is the pounding that running does on your joints. I think the first time I ran, it was a Tuesday, and I ran about 800 meters and then walked. And on the Thursday, I ran about 1.2K. And yeah, and then on the following Tuesday, I made it to about 2 kilometers run. But it's just hard. Like cycling, you can kind of slow it down and be like, okay, I'm riding right now. I'm talking. I'm not breathing hard. Running, you can't run slow. Running slow still kills you. Like you either walk or you run. Like you start off running and you're thinking, yeah, this is pretty good. And then your heart rate just goes through the roof and you try to slow way down, but you can't. And then you're walking again. So I did the walk run thing for a little while. But then it got too close. Like last week, every time I ran, my legs were just crushed. And so I was like, I gotta stop running for now while, because I don't want to be super sore for the race on Sunday. My legs got to be fresh. So I think after Sunday I might take up running a little bit again.
Further than that, I've been doing a lot of hiking. I think it's a good middle ground between walking and running. This was just more technical and a lot of uphill.
Yeah, if you're like hiking uphill, that's hard on you. Actually, hiking downhill is worse. You have a backpack on and you're hiking downhill, that is hard on the quads. Especially if you have a heavy backpack. Have you done the grouse grind? Is that like, that seems to be the thing that everyone does in Vancouver. Yeah, power line trails are good. You can go pretty far here along the power lines. We have a nice lake called Westwood Lake that has a path around the whole thing that's, I think, just over 5 kilometers around the whole lake. But when the weather is nice, it becomes insanely popular, so it's really busy. Oh, they make you oh yeah, because I guess if people are going down it, that's just more people on it. So if you hike up it, they make you take the gondola down. That's kind of lame. I'm pretty sure that is correct though. Because it would become a gong show if everyone that was trying to run up it and people were coming down it. Because there is some people that are very serious about it and they totally log their time and hey, clutch. Well, that's like the West Coast Trail here. The West Coast Trail where you have to actually book, schedule a time to do it. And there's start times. Like, I'm starting on July 3rd at 8 a.m. and that's when you have to start hiking. Because they're trying to space everybody out so people have places to sleep. And to me, that does not seem fun. That sort of is the reason you go hiking, is to just like take your time and be relaxed and
I always solo hike, so I find it easy to get asleep easily if I want to.
well, I think we were talking about before, the Sunshine Coast Trail because that's not overly occupied. Well, I think, see, because like the Sunshine Coast Trail, it's so freaking long that you don't get people doing the whole thing. And there's so many places you can join in. It's just a lot of people doing short sections of it. Staying in huts would be a luxury. That would be awesome. If you knew you were guaranteed to get a hut, you could pack so light. I'm an overpacker. I'm a bad backpacking camping person because I always overpack. And then I pay the price because my backpack weighs 50 pounds. And we were backpacking with our kids, so I have to take more weight so my kids can take less weight, but kids are kind of like ants. Kids can carry an amazing percentage of their body weight and has zero effect on them. Kids, when we were backpacking, when they were tiny, like we'd try to make their backpacks as light as possible, but you could have like a 60-pound kid. Yeah, it's like they could weigh 60 pounds and they could carry a 20-pound backpack and they would be running on the trails, like running up ahead, laughing, it's the greatest time. And that'd be like me carrying a 90-pound backpack. I'd be freaking dying. Keep telling the kids to just take it easy because they're like running around so much with their backpacks on. Like you're gonna get tired, and they never get tired. No, I'm like 240. So it'd be like 80-pound backpack. £80 is a lot. I've done 60 pounds before.
Said, okay, that's still a lot long. Said I had an 80-liter bag and I downsized to 60 liters.
Yes, because if the bigger the bag you have, the more crap you end up taking. And every time we've ever gone backpacking, you never use half the stuff you bring. You bring so much stuff that it's like, well, just in case. No, there's no just in case. You don't need to bring any of that stuff.
Said I could probably manage 40 pounds without too much issue, but I'm also only 135 pounds in.
No, I haven't heard of that one. Oh, that's nice. Well, when your backpack fits properly and it's adjusted correctly, it makes a big difference. Because you actually can carry quite a bit of weight if everything is where it's supposed to be. Like I've done 60-pound backpacks and hiked, you know, for 4 or 5 kilometers in the mountains. And it's tough, but if everything's distributed in the right spots, it's okay. It was mainly 60 pounds though, because I wanted to bring beer. Oh, that was too late. Too late. Oh, Idaho and Washington. That's cool.
Further than said, it's impossible to climb it unless you're at a light LMAO. Lausaflex said, I have been thinking about doing the loop on my bike.
Oh, I'd love to do something like that on a bike. Like a big bike packing trip. Yeah, that is nice. See, that would, if you can stay in hotels as well, that lightens your load a lot.
I think it's so recently got a whole setup with a trailer that has a solar panel attached to it and stuff.
Why?
Glam packing.
Yeah, they're all like stop signs. So, this race I'm doing on Sunday, I was chatting with someone who has basically reconned most of the course. And there's a mountain called Mount Prevost, and you ride up it, then you ride back down the other side of it, and apparently it's like MTB hard, and everyone's going to be on like gravel bikes. So that's going to be super interesting.
Oh, sorry.
Hogan said you should be sorry, but...
Yeah. At least he was sorry.
Hogan said, wow, what's up?
Oh, sorry.
No problem. Everyone's in the way.
Lausaflex said nothing. That's true. Lausaflex said Nelson was like that hawk.
And now your cloth computer chair smells like farts. Permanently. I'm gonna get cycling rage. Get me off this path. Well, that pathway is actually split to people walking on the left and people on wheels on the right. And so many people have no clue. And then you're like binging your bell at them and they think you're being all rude, but you're like, dude, you're walking in on the bike side. I think I need to upgrade the bell. I need the next one up from this. That's like way louder. Yeah, if he was riding the cart. Oh yeah, I could do that. Well, just no one realized, like, it's a multi-use path. Well, it's tough now too because so many people have headphones in. So even if you have a bell, they're not hearing you. Or there's people in the bike lane with their car. That's, I just watched that movie Idiocracy a week or so ago. That's what you just said.
I rang my bell at this one guy for like 5 minutes and then passed. He then yelled at me for not ringing my bell.
Yeah, and you're like, dude, I freaking has been ringing for days. But yeah, that movie Idiocracy cracked me the heck up. What I'm worried about though is the movie, it took society hundreds of years to become super dumb, and I think it's accelerated right now. Because even since that movie came out in 2006, it's gotten super bad. Actually, I need that bell Dimitri's got.
Said, nah. People next level smart, huh?
Dimitri's got a really good loud ass bell. Yeah, I'm super glad it's almost Friday. Well, social media and cell phones because everyone has a cell phone and social media that they can stand on a soapbox and spout off incorrectness or things that are not true. Man, I could see that happening in the US because they got two sides going on down there. Actually, Canada's got two sides going on. In Canada, it's Manitoba West, and then there's the East. And you look at the way Canada votes, it's like right at Manitoba, the vote switches. Oh. That's going to be an interesting one. People on Vancouver Island typically vote stupid. Sometimes it's not about voting for exactly who you want in. It's about voting. You know, it's about voting similar to other people. Look how fast that lady's going. Jeez. Like not the last election, but the one before that. The Greens won in this area. And then the Greens won in like Victoria. Yeah, and then it's like, man, having one green is not going to get you anything that you need to get. The problem is our federal election is decided as it passes through Toronto. So it almost doesn't even matter what the West votes. Which honestly, do it the... Which is hilarious though, because, you know, the West is always considered a bunch of liberals, But the West is totally like conservative and NDP. It's the back East people that are all liberals. Well, you can't live in Vancouver because it's so expensive. Yeah, you guys voting for all the liberals back there. Not giving us people on the West Coast a chance. Is that progressive conservatives? Not quite conservative, they're a little more progressive. Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, I could see that happening. Oh. Yeah, ripping out all the bike lanes, would be a great idea. To only go and put them all back in 2 years later. Well, the problem with politics is it's like this revolving door. So a person gets voted in and they spend 4 years trying to change what the other person did. And then another person comes in and spends 4 years trying to change what that person did. And in the end, nothing really gets done. I mean, I go and vote, but I try not to get too wrapped up in it because it never usually goes the way you want it to go. Yeah, it's... Jeez.
Now we get basically one new stop for $5 billion.
Yikes. Yeah. Yeah. It hasn't broken for a really long time.
Better cat is even working.
Last summer, it would break at least once a week, where chat wouldn't come through at all. And it usually always had something to do with Twitch authentication. You're gonna Box Hill. Well, I'm almost at a hill. That's kind of like Box Hill. Supposed to be nice. Hope the weather, this is perfect. It's not too warm right now. I hope it stays like this for a few more weeks. It was way too hot last week. No, never happy with the weather. It's perfect right now. I'm happy with it today. Need to go move to a place like Portugal, where I think the average temperature is 20 degrees pretty much every single day of the year. Oh, we've had the AC on pretty good for the last few weeks. Our house gets the sun the moment it rises pretty much all day till it sets. It gets so hot. Oh, something's dead. That's nasty. Ugh. Yeah, you know what's funny is I changed that. I changed it to not talk about the race, and it somehow reverted. I don't really know how. But I figured I'll just leave it. But I'm gonna try to stream. No, I definitely clicked save because you know what? Yesterday it was saying the correct one. So I really don't know what happened. But I'm gonna try to stream the race, but there's a very good chance Zavabot is my bot, yes. Zavabot is a Twitch account that's just set up as a bot account to talk chat stuff. But yeah, I'll see. I'm going to try to stream, but I have a feeling that there's going to be very, very, very long stretches. Yeah, I have it set up in I have it set up for that. And then I have it set up in the chat program I use. I know Streamlabs also has a standalone chat bot, and it actually asks for your chat bot login information. But I'm thinking if I'm running the map, like I probably won't have enough cell signal to stream, but I'm sure there'll be enough to update the map. Sunday morning at 7:15 a.m. Yeah, I checked out all the cell towers and they're few and far between in that area. So I think what's going to happen is you're going to get 20 minutes of stream, 20 minutes of nothing. So that's why I set up this chat bot here, was to at least, if you click on the map, like I say, there should be enough cell signal to send map updates. Yeah, so you never know. But I don't have high hopes. The last time I did a Fondo, and I had super high hopes that I was gonna stream the whole thing, and then I just became mad when it didn't work for most of the time. So I'm going into this ride thinking that it's probably not going to work. Yeah, that's such a pain. Yeah, the connection is just so spotty between their app, which is a shame because when it works, it usually works really awesome. I did a ton of streams from the GoPro app. All right, who is on? I should have stopped earlier because this takes.
Gossip said later.
Have a good. Here's Dr. Weebles racing with Yee. That'll be a good one. Well, I sure hope there is a sandwich when I get home. Nice. That's good. Oh, that's still good though. 90 days. That's still